She said, "I don't need your help. I'm not a project." I replied, "I was trying to be a partner, not a savior." When I finally let go, it proved that some people choose to drown themselves. Original post. I need to get this off my chest because I'm watching someone I care about completely fall apart. And somehow, that's made me the villain. I've been with Serena for 3 years. She's incredibly talented and creative, making these beautiful handmade jewelry pieces. When we first met, she was selling at weekend markets, barely breaking even. Not because her work wasn't good, it was amazing, but because she had no clue how to run a business. Her prices were too low, she didn't track inventory, and taxes or proper bookkeeping weren't even on her radar. I work in operations management. Spreadsheets are my second language. So naturally, I started helping. Nothing crazy at first. I set up a simple inventory system, created a pricing calculator that actually accounted for her materials and time, basic stuff. Her response? "Thanks, babe, but I've got it handled." Except, she didn't. I watched her lose money on custom orders because she forgot to include shipping costs. She'd run out of her best-selling items because she didn't track what was popular. Every suggestion I made was met with, "I'm not your project. Stop trying to fix me. I was doing fine before you." Was she though? Living paycheck to paycheck, borrowing money from friends to buy materials. But fine, I backed off mostly. Here's where it gets messy. I couldn't completely step back. When she'd vent about money stress, I'd quietly take care of things. I paid for dinner more often, covered her phone bill when she forgot, and when she complained about not understanding taxes, I found her a simple guide online. The business began to grow. She moved from markets to online sales, got invited to sell in boutique shops, and started gaining real recognition. I was proud of her, but behind the scenes I was doing a lot. Example. She got accepted to a prestigious craft fair. The entry fee was $500. The night before the deadline, she broke down crying because she couldn't afford it. I transferred the money. She entered and won Best New Vendor. Her Instagram post? "So proud of myself for taking this leap. Proof that believing in yourself pays off." No mention of the leap being funded by Boyfriend Airlines. This pattern continued. I photographed her products with my decent camera, edited her website at 2 a.m. when she rage quit, drove her to markets at 5 a.m., handled customer complaints because she was too stressed, and packed orders when she was overwhelmed. But if I suggested she track expenses or respond to customers within 48 hours, suddenly I was controlling and didn't respect her process. The breaking point came 2 weeks ago. She landed a huge wholesale order, 200 pieces on a strict deadline. I offered to help with production planning. Her response? "I don't need your help. I'm not incompetent." Wait, never said you were. It's just a lot to handle. You always do this. Act like I can't function without you. Stop trying to take credit for my success. Okay, you're right. Your business. Your success. I'll stop interfering. She looked triumphant, like she'd won something. I went to the bedroom, opened my laptop, and started removing myself from her business. I canceled the automatic transfers I'd set up for her savings, downloaded all the product photos from my camera and deleted them from her cloud, removed myself from her website admin panel, archived my spreadsheets with her inventory and sales data, canceled the shipping label service under my account, took her business calendar off my phone. Took about an hour. Felt weirdly freeing. She's got 6 weeks to fulfill that wholesale order. I'm genuinely curious how this will play out when she realizes I wasn't trying to control her. I was trying to help her succeed. But hey, her business, her success, her problem now. Update 1, 2 weeks later. The unraveling started faster than I expected. The first week, she was riding high on her independence, posting nonstop about grinding and her #BossBabeLife. I kept my distance. We lived together, but I stopped asking about the business. When she stayed up late working in the living room, I went to the bedroom. No offers to help, no suggestions. Nothing. Day 8, the first crack. I came home to her yelling at her laptop. "Everything okay? The website's down. Right when I'm supposed to launch the new collection. That sucks. Can you fix it? You know how to fix it. Can you look at it?" I don't know anything about your website. Remember? Your business. She stared at me like I'd slapped her. Turns out she'd tried updating something and crashed the entire site. The backup? On my external drive, which I'd already wiped. She paid someone $300 to fix it. Money she needed for materials. Day 10. She discovered I'd canceled the shipping label service. Why didn't you tell me you were canceling stuff? You said you didn't need my help. Figured you had your own account set up. That's so petty. You know I used that for shipping. It was under my account. The one you didn't want involved in your independent business. She had to ship 20 orders that day. Paid retail rates at the post office and lost about $200 she hadn't built into her prices. Day 12. The inventory disaster. A customer emailed about a custom order from 2 months ago. Serena had no record of it. Why? Because I used to track custom orders in my spreadsheet. She never bothered learning the system. The customer was furious, demanded a refund plus compensation. Serena had already spent the money on materials for the wholesale order. But here's the kicker. That wholesale order? Her big break? She hadn't read the contract properly. I always used to review her contracts. This one had strict packaging rules, insurance requirements, penalty clauses for late delivery, and quality standards. She only realized all this when her first batch was rejected. Packaging was wrong. She had to redo everything. More money down the drain. Then came the social media meltdown. Instead of taking responsibility, she posted, "Sometimes the people closest to you want to see you fail. They pretend to support you, but sabotage you when you don't need them anymore." Rising above the toxicity. #independent woman. Her friends ate it up. Comments about narcissistic partners and fragile masculinity. I screenshotted everything. The best part? She still expected me to pay for groceries, utilities, and rent. When I sent her a Venmo request for my half. Are you serious right now? Dead serious. Equal partners, right? You know I'm struggling with the business. The successful business you built all by yourself. This is financial abuse. No, it's literally equality. 50/50ths like independent adults. She barely paid, which meant even less money for her materials. Update 2 1 month later. The wholesale order? Total disaster. She needed 200 pieces. Finished about 60. Out of desperation, she posted in her #BossBabe Facebook group asking for collaboration partners. 3 women showed up, expecting $20 per hour and exposure on her Instagram. They quit after 2 days when they realized she had no production system, no quality control, no materials organized, and no way to pay them. She spent her materials money on a ring light and backdrop for content creation. Priorities, right? Then came another social media rant. When you're a successful woman, people use and abandon you. Karma remembers. I commented to clarify. I offered help. You said you didn't need it. Respecting your boundaries isn't abandonment. She deleted my comment. Then blocked me on Instagram while living in my apartment. Bold move. Her mother called me crying. How can you let her fail like this? She's destroying herself. She's an adult. I'm respecting her wishes. Her best friend Celia invited me for coffee. I thought she was checking in on me. Nope, full intervention mode. You need to stop this power trip. Power trip? I'm living my life while she runs her independent business. She posted about your financial abuse. Me asking her to pay half the rent when she's the one who said she didn't need help? That's not abuse. Final update 2 months later. The collapse was as predictable as it was preventable. She missed the wholesale deadline. Delivered 83 pieces out of 200. Half didn't meet quality standards. The company rejected the order and invoked the penalty clause. She owes them $2,500. The customer revolt came next. Negative reviews poured in. Missed orders, poor quality, no responses. Someone even created a Facebook group, Serena's Scammed Customers. The craft community blackballed her. Her Instagram followers dropped from 8K to 2K in a week. April came around. Guess who hadn't kept tax records? Guess who owes the IRS about $4,000? She tried to blame me. I pulled up texts where she told me to stop mansplaining taxes. The final straw, she moved out 5 weeks ago. Couldn't afford rent after losing her coffee shop job. Packed a bag dramatically. I'm leaving. This is what you wanted, right? Okay. Leave your key. What? The apartment key. It's my place. Where am I supposed to go? That's for an independent adult to figure out. She moved back with her parents. Still texts me occasionally. Week 1, I hate you. Week 2, can we talk? Week 3, I need help with taxes. Week 4, please, I'm sorry. Week 5, you were right. Week 6, can you send me the old spreadsheets? Week 7, you. I'm thriving without you. She wasn't thriving. Her business is dead. Craft fair applications keep getting rejected. Retailers blacklist her. Meanwhile, I got promoted at work. Started dating someone new. Rachel, an accountant who actually appreciates spreadsheets. The apartment is peaceful. My savings are growing again. Serena destroyed her own life. I just stopped preventing it.